Right there.
Nice.
Just so you know, we also brought this nice picture.
Oh, I love that
That's a
picture.
great one.
A perfect picture.
Yeah.
That was their 50th anniversary, I think.
That was on the cruise. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Morning.
Okay, I'm gonna mute us. So
Okay.
just so you guys know.
Okay, sounds good. I have family on the phone. Yes. Yeah. We brought this picture if we
Yes,
can.
so good. Where would you like to set it?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure if is it people ever set things on a castle?
Yes, they do, but
It might blow off.
it may blow off in the
Okay.
wind.
What if we just kind of
Yeah,
put it down
so you
here?
wanna put- yeah.
Okay. I think that's nice.
Rabbi.
Hi there. You made this work.
I'm standing in the chair. The low level ground.
So the
Maybe-
Yeah, cause this
Yeah.
right here, this right here is too wobbly, so that's why I put those.
we all did.
Is this better if I put you guys this way?
I did this was too wobbly.
Yes, that is better. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm wondering if we want to scoot back a little just so I can be into the machine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe,
Row right
maybe,
here.
what do you think?
Yeah, and we can even get rid of these guys. Yeah, we could scoot these out of the way. We're a small group anyway. That's all right. Thank you.
Right there, right in the middle there, I'll sit on the other side.
Can I borrow your patch, please? I'm just trying to set them up so that I don't have to hold it the entire time. Is that okay? You guys mind if I set you up and not hold the phone? Is that okay?
So nice to meet you. So sorry.
No, that's fine. As long yeah, like I mean we can see there. As long as we can see, that's all we care
Yeah.
about.
Here, hold on. Let me know if this looks okay. All right, never mind. I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You went to school with all of us.
Yeah.
Marcos, Tunisia. Yeah. Wow. And my son lives in the lakes, right
Mhm.
down the street. Your house.
Thank you, Celine, for doing this.
Of course.
That amazing.
Tell him if he ever gets home sick.
Even warm.
We have an extra. I'll take.
Thank you.
For next-
Is there an extra?
Yes, there is.
You ready? Yeah. Tissues. begin the service with the ritual of Korea. And those of you who are interested in receiving a ribbon, I invite you to stand.
There we go.
You're going to pin it close to the left side by your heart. And try not to damage you. Stay standing, we'll have a prayer. Side. It's gonna go again. Ancient custom is symbolic of the tear that is in the mourner's heart. Traditionally, the clothing is torn, but many people today use a black ribbon that is attached to the outside of the clothing. The ribbon is worn on the left side of the person, the side closest to the heart. A special prayer is said. Repeat after me. Baruch atah Adonai,
Baruch atah Adonai,
Eloheinu melech haolam,
Eloheinu melech haolam,
Dayan ha'emet.
Amen.
Blessed is the judge of truth.
Blessed is the judge of truth.
This is said because as mortals we cannot understand God's decrees and judgments. The ribbon is worn traditionally for 7 days, except on Shabbat. When mourning the death of a parent, the ribbon is generally worn for 30 days. Please be seated. Welcome to this memorial service for Izzy Haas. Though it is with sadness and grief that we gather here today, there is comfort in knowing that we are here to acknowledge a life well lived, relationships well tended, and professional and volunteer endeavors accomplished with a lifelong spirit of energy, dedication, conviction, and courage. Izzy Haas did not leave this earth untouched. He lives within all who knew him as a model of human spirit. A Splendid Torch by George Bernard Shaw. This is the true joy in life, the being used for a purpose recognized by yourself as a mighty one, the being a force of nature instead of a feverish, selfish little clod of ailments and grievances, complaining that the world will not devote itself to making you happy. I am of the opinion that my life belongs to the whole community And as long as I live, it is my privilege to do for it whatever I can. I want to be thoroughly used up when I die, for the harder I work, the more I live. I rejoice in life for its own sake. Life is no brief candle for me. It is a sort of splendid torch, which I have got hold of for the moment, and I want to make it burn as brightly as possible before handing it on to future generations. The 23rd Psalm reassures us that we are not alone in our grief and in our struggles, that within God's shelter we find comfort and goodness. Adonai roi lo echsar inu deshe yarbitzeni al me menachot yanachaleni nafshi yeshuvei v'yancheni v'magalei tzedek leman shemo. Come, kilech the gates al mavet, lo irara kiati madi. Shivtecha mishantecha, ema yenachamuni. Ta'ara lefanai shulchan sorara. Dishanta Vashem and Mushi, Kosir Vaya, Aftova Hesagir Jafuni Koya Mehaya, Vishakti Beved Adonai, Leore Fiani. Please join me in reading in the English Psalm 23. Psalm of David. Adonai is my shepherd,
I shall not want. God makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me to water in places of repose. He renews my life. He guides me in the right paths as benefits his name.
Though I walk
Through the valley of the shadow of death,
fear no
evil, for you are with me.
Your
Your
rod,
rod and your staff, they comfort me. You spread a table for me in full view of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My drink is abundant. Only goodness and loving kindness shall follow me all the days of my life,
and
I shall dwell in the house of Adonai forever.
It's hard to sing of oneness when our world is not complete, when those who once brought wholeness to our life have gone, and naught but memory can fill the emptiness their passing leaves behind. But memory can tell us only what we were in company with those we loved. It cannot help us find what each of us alone must now become. Yet no one is really alone. Those who live no more echo still within our thoughts and words, and what they did is part of what we have become. We do best homage to our dead when we live our lives most fully, even in the shadow of our loss. For each of our lives is worth the life of the whole world. In each one is the breath of the ultimate one. In affirming the one, we affirm the worth of each one whose life now ended brought us closer to the source of life, in whose unity no one is alone, and every life finds purpose. This would be the moment where I would tell you all about Izzy's life, but I am not the one to do that. Would anyone like to say a few words about Izzy Haas, please?
Wrote this at night in the morning. Yesterday, at 89 years young, we lost an amazing father, husband,
ordinary life. He had the good fortune to immigrate to America to fulfill his dream of endless opportunity. He met our mother, and it was love at first sight. They got married within 3 months and lived 63 years together. They raised 3 wonderful children, Aaron, Jason, and Lana, always being there to support each of their activities and interests. He has 5 amazing granddaughters, Celine, Paige, Madison, Lauren, Danielle, along with a great granddaughter, Allison. I enjoyed time as a child, as all 3 of us did. When my father taught us how to use tools in his wood shop. You too, I think, Alana. I know.
And
And-
Celine.
And he and I had the joy of working on cars together, fly fishing, hiking, including the Grand Tetons, Havasupai, Sedona, to name just a few. Enjoyed flying in the Cessna 210 to breakfast. He loved taking all of us out and enjoying time in the air together. We went to Payson, Prescott, Sedona, and even had the chance to travel internationally on big planes too. But most importantly, we enjoyed chatting on the phone multiple times a week ever since I moved off to college. He called the shots as they were, never holding back his frank, honest advice of any situation, whether it was about relationships, work, engineering, or investing. He had a keen sense to get to the root of issues with sometimes brutal honesty, but always love. Our father's passion was to explore the world with mom, his kids, and friends. They had the good fortune to take over 50 trips to 36 countries, their favorite being Bhutan, because they enjoyed the kindness of the Bhutanese, their culture, and their continual quest for happiness. We enjoyed several trips traveling through Europe together when I lived in Paris and building many wonderful memories. Ilana enjoyed traveling with them to Turkey and Jason fly fishing in Alaska. We all had wonderful times with Dad and our parents. They loved their trips, which provided rich content for their passion of photography. Dad received the finest education, graduating the top of his class at Roberts College in Istanbul, Turkey, which spurred acceptance to every Ivy League college he applied for. But he chose Princeton to study under Einstein, who unfortunately passed away 3 months before he arrived. His brilliance led him to work at Fairchild Semiconductor, where he invented the integrated circuit. Dad created InMet, Izzy's nonprofit microelectronic technology. Yeah, and that's what he joked about. And then later, when he started another company, because he did better made more money on the stock market, he created Semiconductor Engineering Corp, SEC. So he said many times that although he was a good engineer, he was a better father and not that great a businessman. He never enjoyed the riches of the others that started Intel, but he outlived them all and had the opportunity to raise a wonderful family, never missing their events. His name is listed on over 20 US and international patents, including the very first integrated circuit, which opened the door to electronic devices that we all take for granted. However, when asked to speak at his 45-year college reunion, he spoke about fatherhood and family before sharing his inventions. He really had a wonderful heart. Dad, you will be missed, but never forgotten. You will remain in our hearts. The wisdom you bestowed upon us has made us all better people, and we know you'll be out there always willing to give advice, whether we want it or not. We love you, and may you rest in peace.
Thank you, dear.
Would anyone else like to say anything?
A little bit.
Oh,
Short. I can do it. Need help, I can read for you. It's okay. Dad. You were a quiet and humble man with deep thoughts, a rare quality. You lived the American dream. You came to the US with nothing but your keen intellect and built a wonderful life for you and your family. You were a friend and mentor not only to us here, but to friends and family around the world who could not be here with us today. People who loved you, Idip and Nukhet in Turkey, Istanbul, Anne and Becky, your extended family nieces, Kathy Kikoshima, who I mentioned only because you saw her mother in your last days. He was your best friend, and Kathy was dear to you as well. And most importantly, Jason, who couldn't be here today because he is celebrating Paige's wedding this week. And Paige and Madison and Lara, Jason took great care of you and watched over you day and night in your final days. And his spirit is with us today. Your presence in all our lives will be missed. We love you and you will never be forgotten.
Okay.
Celine and Danielle and Lauren.
When I think of my father-in-law, Izzy Haas, the very first word that comes to my mind is extraordinary. He was an extraordinary, loving husband, father, father-in-law, grandfather, mentor, engineer, pilot. Inventor and friend. Not only touched the lives of so many people who had the privilege to know him personally, but also the countless people who benefited from his brilliance, which contributed to changing the world with his groundbreaking invention, the integrated circuit. I am extremely proud to call myself a member of the Haas family. And the world lost a great, extraordinary man who will be dearly missed. I love you.
Do you guys want to say anything?
Yeah, I'll say something. I don't have anything prepared, but I mean, I always looked up to him. Science was something we always had in common. And my freshman year of college, every week we swap cool journal articles that we found and talk about them. And it was just so much fun. And I was just so excited that I could share this with him. And we just had that special connection over that. And then eventually when I went on and I had my short stint in the quantum lab with the Air Force, it was actually a lab that he had worked with long ago. And it was just so cool that I was working in that same space doing, not the same stuff, but similar enough science that I could talk to him about it. It was just so special. And that'll always be so special to me. He was always such a bright light in our life. Not only was he so accomplished, but he was so loving to our family. And he has such a funny sense of humor. I still laugh about it today. And I know if Madison were here, she would say the same thing. They had a close relationship, and we all just are going to miss him so much.
I think one of my favorite things to do would be to come to your guys' house and look at all of the things that you guys brought home from all of your travels and all of the amazing experiences you had together, and ask you all the questions about what's this picture and what is this and where did you go, and I'm in awe of all the places that you've seen together and experienced, and I value the marriage that you guys created as best friends, and means a lot, and I look up to that. And I love you, Grandpa, so much. Thank you for creating such a wonderful family with Grandma.
Does anyone else out there want
Anyone else?
to
Grandma?
just speak from your heart?
I don't have to. I was truly not equipped. I didn't know what was going to be the farewell address for you. And hearing from the whole family, it's a beautiful, beautiful message from the children to the coming grandchildren, etc. We're very proud of you, Dad. You were always available. You were always kind. And we're going to miss you very much. And you know that up there, above the beautiful area of the city, wishing goodbye, is that was special to so many people and loved deeply by your family. We know that you are going to be loved in heaven as we love you right now. God bless you.
Wanted to play a song that was his favorite song. When would be the appropriate time to do
That
that?
would be lovely.
Des yeux qui font baisser les miens, un rire qui se terre sur sa bouche. Voilà le portrait de l'homme auquel j'appartiens. des nuits d'amour à plus finir. Un grand bonheur prend sa place, les ennuis d'un pas n'efface, heureux, ennuyé.
Goes that for you. Two.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
I have Maddie on the phone, and she wants to say something before we continue.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead, Maddie.
Hi, it's Madison. Really wish I could be there today with everyone. But I'm happy I could at least say goodbye to Grandpa. God, it's so hard. I don't even know where to start. But these last couple of years that I got to spend with him, I feel so blessed, and I have so many beautiful memories between him and Grandma dancing in my kitchen and making dinner and all the amazing advice that he gave me for flying. And it's such a sad loss, but with all the amazing memories that we have together, I'll definitely hold those in my heart. And I know that, he's in a better place now, and I can't wait until I see him again and we get to tell our little inside jokes to each other and just give each other fun side glances and know exactly what it means, and see that beautiful laugh of his, which was like nothing that I can even explain. Because when Grandpa laughed, there was just something so genuine and beautiful about it. So he'll definitely be missed, but there's a lot of lovely and beautiful times together. So I feel blessed to have that. Love everyone that's there, and just can't wait to give everyone hugs in person. Love you guys.
Love you.
Thank you, Maddie.
You're welcome.
Please join me in this responsive prayer. Your response will be, we will remember him. At the rising of the sun and at its going down, we will remember him. At the beginning of the year and when it ends,
We will remember him.
when we are weary and in need of strength,
We will remember him.
when we are lost and sick at heart,
We will remember him.
when we have joy we crave to share,
We
will remember him.
when we have decisions that are difficult to make,
We will remember him.
when we have achievements that are based on his.
We will remember him.
As long as we live, he will live, for he is now a part of us as we remember. El Malay Rachamim is the traditional Jewish prayer that asks God to grant peace and refuge to Izzy Haas's soul as he now resides in the shadow of God's wings. As we chant this prayer, I'm going to ask that the casket be lowered.
Oh, can I touch the casket? Is that okay?
Yes, please. And then I'll invite you to rise. Stand
Careful, yeah.
We're gonna have to do some lifting.
I don't know. Beshalom Alishkavo, Venoma. God, eternal spirit of the universe, grant perfect rest in your sheltering presence to Izzy Haas, who has entered eternity. O God of mercy, let him find refuge in the shadow of your wings, and let his soul be bound up in the bond of everlasting life. God is his inheritance. May he rest in peace, and let us say, Amen. Hesed Shel Emet is the ultimate act of love and kindness shown to the deceased when mourners and friends participate in the actual burial. Many people symbolically participate by placing a few shovels of earth onto the casket. Because this is something the deceased cannot do for himself, this becomes the ultimate unselfish act of love and kindness. It is traditional to use either your hands or the shovel. We are in no hurry to complete this task. If you use the shovel, place it back in the dirt rather than handing it to the next person in line. So let us take a few moments, and those who wish to place them
It's on the other side. We'll wait for him to finish it.
Yeah, it's got a sense of humor.
I was thinking the same thing.
Not leaving.
Not letting go.
Here. Something.
Can I steal one from you? Thank you. Thank you.
Can you take one end off and just pull it through?
Want to say?
Hot.
Yeah. Almost good. It's in the corner, isn't it?
We're not anything here. That's the problem. I know, really.
It was good. To air it out.
God is taking care.
There you go.
Up to the heavens so you can fly again.
Mhm.
Yeah, bravo. That was beautiful.
I thought 4 or 5 days longer than I thought, and even here.
Sorry, I've got the- I like that move. Wanna go first, Mom? Third. And then, right.
You want to put some dirt in? You want me to do it for you?
You leave it there.
Okay.
A lot.
Put a shovel for everybody on the phone, for one for each person.
You guys hear that?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, just want to make sure.
I'm here too, and I appreciate that. Thanks, guys.
First. Can't see you guys anymore all of a sudden.
Do for you guys.
I'll do it.
You wanna? No.
It's still there. I can't see you. I just want to make sure it's still here.
Yeah.
Okay. About this. Thank you.
Now let us recite Kaddish.
Oh. Oh.
Thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
we can.
And we'll show you.
Don't have kids. I want to say, pardon?
ועמד דיברה פירוטי וימליך מלכותי. בחייכון ויומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל. בעגלה בזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולמי עולמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא. ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו. לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל. ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומה, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל.
Amen.
Let us treasure the time we have, resolve to use it well, counting each moment precious, the time to apprehend some truth, to experience some beauty, to conquer some evil, to relieve some suffering, to love and be loved, to achieve something of lasting worth. Help us, God, to fulfill the promise that is in each of us, so to conduct ourselves that generations hence, it will be true to say of us, the world is better, because for a brief space, Izzy Haas and we lived in it. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu, v'tochenu chaye olam. We praise you, Adonai, our God, who has implanted within us everlasting life. And this concludes our sermon.
Amen. Okay.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Thank you very much. That was
Thank
very
you.
nice.
Thank you.
And you have a wonderful day.